What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA Break Room. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Philadelphia Sixers getting the win at home against the Miami Heat to even up this series 2-2. You guys know that I'm a Sixers fan, but I keep it unbiased. There were some good things, some bad things. We're going to take a look at two good, one bad. The Sixers' off-ball movement, cutting, moving without the ball, their ability to get James Harden going, really James Harden's ability to get James Harden going. Two great things from the Sixers. However, they gave up a million open threes, and the Miami Heat shot 7 for 35. That's not going to happen on most nights. It's definitely not going to happen in Game 5 when they go back home. So let's take a look at the off-ball movement. Let's take a look at Harden, and let's take a look at how the Miami Heat can maybe capitalize on some of these shots. If you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to become a member, that link is in the description below. Do that. Support the channel. I'll see you guys on the other side. I believe a huge reason for the success that the 76ers had last night offensively had a lot to do with the movement away from the ball. Let's take a look at this first clip here. You'll see Joel Embiid is setting a ball screen for Tyrese Maxey to come off left. And what they're trying to do is force a switch between Bam Adebayo and Max Strus to give Joel Embiid the mismatch. However, on the backside, you'll see that Jimmy Butler is sitting in help, and he is waiting to take on this role from Joel Embiid to the basket. Danny Green recognizes this, right? Jimmy Butler is guarding Danny Green. So what Danny Green is going to do when he realizes that his man is stopping in help, he's going to flash to the high post. This is a great adjustment that the Sixers very clearly made over the course of the past couple of games. And when Danny Green flashes to the high post, it is going to pull his defender with him, and that is going to leave the entire backside wide open. So when you get the swing to James Harden, you'll have a wide open Joel Embiid. All you have to do is throw it high enough that Max Strus can't get it. And that's exactly what we see James Harden do. Screen and roll, Danny Green flashes high post. Now the whole backside is open. Easy 2 points for Joel Embiid. Here's another example of some great off-ball movement from the Sixers. You're going to get Joel Embiid setting a high screen at the top for James Harden, who's going to come off left. Once again, the Sixers are trying to get a switch. They're trying to get a smaller defender on Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid is going to do this little short roll to the high post. As that's happening, I'm going to freeze here. I want you guys to take a look at the top of the screen. You have Tyrese Maxey and you have Tobias Harris at the top here. And you're going to see that they're manipulating this help defense a little bit because the help defenders, PJ Tucker and Victor Oladipo, if you take a look at their eyes right now, their eyes are all on Joel Embiid and James Harden, right? Joel Embiid and James Harden have one of the deadliest two-man games in the league. It draws a lot of attention. I'm going to play this slow. So after you get that short roll, you'll see PJ Tucker slides over, and now right there, freeze. Nobody is looking at Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris. You're going to get this little exchange between the two. So Tyrese Maxey is going to go to the corner. Tobias Harris is going to slide up a little bit. And then from there, when James Harden is able to penetrate, PJ Tucker doesn't know where his man is. Look, he's looking around. He sees no one. So you get the drive downhill. And right now, as I freeze it, take a look at PJ Tucker's eyes. PJ Tucker is looking where his man was because he's trying to plug and recover. He's trying to help and recover. The only issue is the guy that he would be recovering to is no longer there. Tobias Harris is going to cut backdoor behind the defense because PJ Tucker lost sight. He's not able to make a play. And then James Harden makes an incredible pass through that gap to Tobias Harris for an easy 2. I absolutely love when I get this camera angle to be able to see the floor more clearly. Here you're going to see Tobias Harris is setting a screen for Joel Embiid to come across. And after Tobias Harris sets this screen, he's going to flash to the high post. So very similar to that principle that we saw with Danny Green. You flash to the high post, it pulls away the help defender, and you'll have a throw over the top to the big man. As we play this clip here, you'll see you get that screen across. Tobias Harris then flashes high. And right here, he has the throw over the top. Tyrese Maxey has the throw over the top. As you can see, Lowry becomes a help defender, but Danny Green has been hitting a lot of shots. So typically you might see in most situations this defender drop all the way in here, especially with Joel Embiid. But when you have Danny Green on the perimeter hitting shots the way he's been hitting them the last 2 games, it causes Kyle Lowry to stay home a little bit. Tyrese Maxey decides he doesn't like it, so he pulls up, hits a deep 3. Great shot from Tyrese Maxey, but again, you see the adjustment that the Sixers made. They're trying to get a guy flashing high, and then you play a little high-low game between the 4 at the high post and Joel Embiid inside. This next clip here, I want you to take a look at two things. First, let's talk about what's happening at the elbow area. So you have Joel Embiid at the elbow area. He's forced up a little bit because Tobias Harris picked up his dribble. Bam Adebayo's doing a good job denying. However, take a look at Max Strus in this situation. You're going to see Max Strus starts to come up as if he's going to double Joel Embiid in this spot. And that's an important thing to look at, because we're going to come back to that. So keep that in mind. You have the corner defender sliding up to try to double Joel Embiid at the elbow. And this play here is just another example of how the Sixers did a great job moving without the ball, right? So you're going to get this ball screen between Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler. And as that's happening, once again, take a look. You get a little exchange here. So Tobias Harris is coming down. James Harden is coming up. It's not much, but it's enough to cause a little bit of confusion for Victor Oladipo. So as we let this play run, you see he comes off of this. And right here, Victor Oladipo has two guys he doesn't realize. He doesn't know he's playing two here. So as that kick out comes, you even see he starts to go towards Tobias Harris naturally, because that's who he was covering, not knowing that James Harden is sliding up, and you get an open triple from James Harden. And this clip right here is exactly why I told you to keep an eye on that corner defender sliding up. Take a look at Jimmy Butler on this play. Jimmy Butler is guarding Tobias Harris in the corner. When Danny Green cuts through and clears out, leaving all of this space for Joel Embiid to be able to catch it in an isolation at the high post, you're going to see Jimmy Butler decides to slide up to try to help take that away. And great read by Tobias Harris. Again, when your defender cannot see you, you cut back door. Tobias Harris is going to cut back door, and Tyrese Maxey does the rest with an incredible pass from the top. So there, as I pause, you see Jimmy Butler has completely left Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris makes his cut to the basket. Tyrese Maxey delivers it on time and on target for an easy two that had the place jumping. Huge basket with 1:40 left. We can't talk about game 4 and not talk about the performance that Harden had. 8 for 18, but 6 of 10 from 3. And it gave Philly fans a glimpse of the James Harden of old. Here you'll see matched up against Jimmy Butler. Little through the legs, step back, bang, hits it on him. This is a shot that James Harden hasn't been able to hit lately, and it seems like he has no lift on his jump shot, but last night it was there. This one here is in transition, coming down, stops on a dime, little through the legs crossover to get himself in a rhythm, and then knocks it down over Vincent. It seemed to not really matter who it was. James Harden was just hitting shots last night. This one here comes off of a little double screen action, so you have Danny Green and Joel Embiid setting the screen as Harden comes off to his strong hand to the left. This is going to force a switch. You're going to get Bam Adebayo covering James Harden. Now, in the past, you would say that's a mismatch for Harden. This year, especially as of late, you would not. Bam Adebayo is one of the best defenders in the league. James Harden has looked very old lately, but tonight was just his night. He sizes him up. He takes a look at the shot clock. Again, through the legs, little hesitation, step back, bang. And one of the great things is he wasn't just settling for threes either. Here, you're going to see right there, he catches it at the top of the key. There's only 7 seconds on the shot clock. You got Bam Adebayo, who he just hit a 3 on a little bit earlier. And I'm watching this, I'm thinking, here comes another step back. But no, he gets downhill, little hesitation, finishes at the rim. Whether it was driving to the basket, taking vintage step back threes, finishing with contact, James Harden looked like James Harden last night. And this one right here was probably the biggest shot of the night. Even though it's an 8-point game, you just had the feeling that Miami might make one last run. And James Harden just said, no. You're going to have Danny Green's going to come up and set this screen. They're trying to get the switch as he comes off left. They're trying to get the switch between Tyler Hero. And they actually get it, but Hero does a great job communicating with Oladipo. And he's able to get back. Oladipo is the better defender. Tween, step back, contested. Oladipo even got his hand on the ball on the pull-up, and he still knocks it down. James Harden was sensational last night. One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes back to Miami is Miami shot 7 of 35 from 3 last night. Now, I'm pretty sure Miami hit the most threes in the NBA this year. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know in the comment section below if that's correct. Whether they hit the most or not, you do not expect this team to shoot 7 of 35 very often, and this was very much a game for a large majority of it. Take a look at this set here. You're going to get this Max Strus off-ball screen for Kyle Lowry. So Kyle Lowry's coming off of this, and he's going right into a handoff or a pitch and screen from Bam Adebayo. So he's also going to get this second screen here from Bam after Jimmy Butler cuts through, and Lowry's going to come off of both of these, and he's going to get a wide open three. Kyle Lowry has not shot the ball. He hasn't really played well since coming back to the Miami Heat, but this right here is a shot that you know that Kyle Lowry is capable of hitting. He didn't make it last night, but the Heat got a lot of open looks like this. Let's take a look at this play right here. So you're going to have Bam Adebayo is going to be dribbling at Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is going to step up to receive the handoff and then cut back door. When that happens, Strus is going to lift, and Strus is going to receive the dribble handoff. And you're going to see he comes off of this screen, and once again, he gets a very, very good look here. So there's the back door, there's the handoff, and there's the look. For Max Strus, that's an open shot, and it's off the mark. On this play here, take a look. You got PJ Tucker wide open in the corner. PJ Tucker's not a great shooter, but he is a great corner three specialist. This is a shot that he hits quite often. The Sixers don't even know where he is on the floor right now. There's nobody within 5 feet of him on release, and he airballs it, and they're able to get the putback. But again, these are shots that you expect them to make. Here's another corner three for PJ Tucker. So you're going to have Jimmy Butler coming up to set the screen, and then he's going to get this little short roll, catch it at the high post area. Because of the way that the Sixers are defending this, when he catches it at the high post area, look right there, you see Niang came up a little bit high. Kyle Lowry does a great job of giving it up early. Joel Embiid is forced to slide over and stop the ball, because if Joel Embiid doesn't slide over, it's a dunk for Jimmy Butler. But that frees up PJ Tucker once again, wide open in the corner specialist. This is a great shot for PJ, but the Sixers are very fortunate, and it's off the mark. This shot here doesn't get any more wide open, I think, in NBA history. You're going to have Jimmy Butler drives, lose the ball. Everybody collapses, right? Everybody's fighting for the loose ball. Take a look at Victor Oladipo here. Victor Oladipo, wide open, top of the key. You're not this open when you're shooting around in the gym by yourself. You get the kick out. There's no one within 12, 15 feet of him, right? This is a wide open jump shot. And fortunately for the Sixers, it's off the mark. No one on the Miami Heat had a great night shooting. Again, 7 for 35 shooting the three ball as a team. That's not going to cut it. Jimmy Butler was sensational, but when the team shoots that poorly from three in a league where three-point shooting is so vital, it's a bad recipe. You're probably not going to win that game. So there you have it. I think the Sixers looked really good in some areas last night. However, I do think they got away with a lot of defensive miscues, mistakes, miscommunication, whatever you want to call it. The Miami Heat were able to generate a ton of open threes. And like I told you guys at the start of this thing, I am not biased. Just like I wasn't panicking when the Sixers were down 2-0, because they actually were getting a lot of great shots, but Niang was off. Danny Green was off, right? Nobody was hitting shots, just as it was happening to the Sixers. And I pointed it out. I got to point it out for the Miami Heat as well. If the Miami Heat shot the ball well, we would be down 3-1. It would not be a 2-2 series. And whether you're a Sixers fan, Heat fan, whatever it is, those are just the facts. So Sixers got to continue to move off the ball the way they've been doing. James Harden's got to keep it going. But if the Miami Heat keep getting looks like this, the Miami Heat are going to win Game 5. I'm curious to see what adjustments both teams make. I'm curious to see if a guy like Duncan Robinson, who's a sharpshooter, is actually going to get any burn with a team that's struggling to hit shots. We'll just have to wait and see. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and sound off in the comment section below. Do you guys think that the Sixers are going to actually turn this thing around and win the series, or do you think the Miami Heat, being the best team in the East all year, is going to get the job done? Like the video, comment, all that stuff helps. It helps me so much, man. It helps more than you guys realize. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. This is the NBA Break Room. Peace.